here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Michael Wacha gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He will lead this one off today.
Segura.
Here's the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight, makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. Rolled slowly to first. He's got it, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Batting third.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fair.
Now here's the pitch. Right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. The throw to first. It's in time.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, Dero. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games that get out of hand, but there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Wheeler into his motion. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The pitch. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting 4.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2.
I got the count 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Hot shot down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a ground ball to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. His career line against Waka, batting at an even .400. At the circle change and misses 0-1. Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Waka a check at first, just keeping him close. Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
A little roller toward the hole. To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. JT Realmuto is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Pham in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Up next will be Nick Williams, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The second base.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Josh Harrison stands in. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now. Two men are on with 2 men out. Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Zach Wheeler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies leave him loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, number 6.
First offering on its way. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Wheeler gets the sign. Here's his offering. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hard hit at third. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Gene Segura. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. In his career, Segura is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly up on occasion. Behind 0-2 now. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Andrew McCutchen is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A runner at second, nobody out. A throw behind the runner at second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ball 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
And that's in there. Base hit. Segura rounds the corner and is headed home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In there, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, back in standing. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
1-2, here it comes. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to every.
Now batting, third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, D-Roy, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
4 runs here in this half inning. 3-0 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Now the 3-0 offering. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is lifted out to left. Martinez has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the catcher.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
This one's down to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 5.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Lance McCullers is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Lance McCullers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike. Two and 0.
The 2-0.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no
A
strike.
runner on first with 2 away. That finds the zone, a called strike. And the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And the pitcher strides into the batter's box. Here's Zach Wheeler. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Pence will move over to make the play to end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Philadelphia. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Hunter Pence digs in to get things started.
10.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is in the air to left field. After it is McCutchen. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Lance McCullers.
So striding in, Lance McCullers. Here's the first pitch to him. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. And very quickly here, there are
The right
two away
fielder,
now.
number 30, Tommy.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1's the
They
count.
love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Hit out towards second. Harrison's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for
Trying to
Philadelphia.
pick things up where we left off, Gene Segura. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers. No balls and one strike. 0-1 count and the pitch.
0-1. Ball, that's in.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And that misses for ball one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And that misses 2-2.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
This is popped up. Alonso is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the right
2
fielder,
are gone in the Philly fourth, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Low for ball one. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
now
He
batting,
obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
In now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
2-0 now. From the stretch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, the pitch. He loses him on ball 4. Standing in, JT Realmuto 0-for-2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via
the center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Looking to minimize the damage here. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And there's ball 1. Williams playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
3-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Paul Sewald gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Fouled away. Six runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he fouls this one off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient. Base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Up next,
here's J.D. Martinez. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Martinez is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Line drive to center field. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike 2.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Pete Alonso goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Wheeler pauses. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Lifted in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Williams. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Ramirez has a .280 batting average. Fouled off. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. And he gets ahead 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
McCutchen.
First pitch on its way.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Vasquez.
Here comes the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it. 1 out.
The center
So
fielder,
the leadoff
number
man
8.
retired now for Hunter Pence. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Williams is there to take it as Pence is retired on the first pitch he sees.
Now batting. The
Next
pitcher,
up for New York, Paul Sewald. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. Wheeler sets his sights. Here it comes. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Williams. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Pham is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
In now, Didi Gregorius. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Pham. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And he misses again, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. This is line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter, number 4.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
First offering on its way. Ahmed Rosario is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Pham's off and running. Pitches high, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Popped him up. Hoskins is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Wheeler pauses, 0-1 on its way.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the 7th inning, ready to roll, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Standing in now, Nick Williams. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Brad Brock comes on to pitch now.
Pitching for the Mets, number 29, Brad Brock.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 1-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Josh Harrison comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Ramirez has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So here's Jeff McNeil. Last time through was a base hit.
The second base.
First offering on its way.
6.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
1-1. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Up next,
digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Heading out towards shallow right. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So here now's the pitcher.
Your attention,
Wilson
please.
Ramos will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 40, Wilson Ramos.
In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. Here now the 2-2.
The count is full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th, and this is now a 6-1 ball. Dylan Betances will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 68. Dylan.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Ready once again, Bryce Harper. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Harper.
First offering on its way. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Fouled off. Oh, and 2, here it is. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. 2 out, nobody on. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So the batting order to go, Tommy Pham. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now that
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Harper has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
Up next for the Mets.
So here's
The
the
first
cleanup
baseman,
hitter, Pete Alonso.
Pete.
He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Robinson Cano will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Robinson Cano stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base. Now in the box, Didi Gregorius. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
In now, Nick Williams. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit hard up the middle. Rosario's got it. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter
Into the box now, Josh Harrison. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set. Here it comes. High chopper to third. Scooped up. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. And stand their lead. It's now 7-1.
Now batting.
Well, if anybody was wondering why chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong in the games more often than not.
And he lays off there 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. Adam Morgan will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
46.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. From the stretch.
Nope, that's down.
Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's 1 away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Morgan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. 1 out, nobody on. Turned on down the line, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, you know what? Good hitters
Now
are good
batting,
hitters for a
catcher.
reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Two and two to the Mets catcher. The 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Count remains full. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Wow, if that's not a strike,
Now
I
batting,
don't know
center
what is.
fielder,
I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Next for the Mets, Hunter Pence. And these guys are making a little push here. Yeah. Have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt.
Pitch
Look,
hitting
they
for the
still
Mets.
have a significant hill
Number
to climb, but hey,
66.
they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels
Swing.
doable.
Out in front of it, strike 1. A 1-1 count to Puig.
Oh, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Here's the 2-1 home. Off speed pitch, good for strike 2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And he's going to get there after a long run as he gloves it for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with SHOW20. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Settling in, Jake Marisnick will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Marisnick.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final today. The Phils led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Zach Wheeler gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Michael Wacha couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies.